Alright, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am going to give you an update on week 8 at the Hill House. So, as you may remember, we were working on the brickwork, which it tied in, it blended in pretty good in my opinion. But I do want to show you something, and I just came from Home Depot and I have a nice little level. So let's use the level. All right, so let's see, because we need this part. This part is going in a little bit, and this picture and this this picture and the shadows is not doing it any justice. However, let's see. When we put the level on here, if you can see the level, it is off. It's off, and either way we're just going to line it up with that, and you can just see the space in it as it increases as you go down. Okay, so that's not the look we're going for. Like, the bricks are leaning in, right? And if you look down there on this wall, there is a little bit of leaning in, but it's not nearly as marked and apparent as this one. Now, on this side, there's it is what it is. It's not going to be perfect, but these ones are also starting to lean in. So, what I do remember now is that there was a guide. The masons had a guide that took them from one line to the next one. They lost their guide up here, and when they lost the guide, those bricks down there in the center, they got off. So I'm going to make sure that I mention that, because I just want a straight wall. Like, that wall was flush when that other column or whatever you call it was in there, and now it's not flush. So I just want I just want what I had the first time. And I don't think that's too much to ask. You let me know. All right, I got my concrete. So this is brand new concrete in here, and as you can see, there are some water spots. It's not going to be perfect, that's okay, but we do want it to be good. As you can see here, this concrete comes all the way up to the board. I think that's like a 2x6, I don't know. But on this side, it does not come all the way up to the top, right? There's a little bit of room to spare there. So that part isn't level even from, the form, okay? And then on this side, I've been over here hammering, and I thought, hey, maybe I'll show them me hammering. So what I have here is so it needs to be, this is the footer that I was telling you all about. And as you can see, like, all of this stuff is kind of built in on the footer, so it's got to come out, right? Because we need to get back to the footer, and then you will see that this is still too high. So, and it's still pretty soft, but all of this has to be broken or grinded down or something to make sure that the floor is going to be even. But we want to get back down to that first footer, so that we can make sure that we're doing the good work here, okay? So this thing here, like, stuff is under there, but that, as you can see, you see that gap? That's where we need to be, down there, right? So if you look in that gap, this fits all the, well, I pushed it. But anyway, there's a space there, okay? And we want to make sure that that isn't, we need it to be level, right? So that we can lay the type of floor that I wanted to lay. I left my tape measure in the car, but let's go over here to this side. So this is the door that was to like the main house, and then this is where this is the addition part. So as you can see on this side, well, let me just show you. The door does not open. What? I was not thrilled about that at all. So again, because I left my tape measure. So we got to get back down to this basic floor. The basic footer. Sorry if you don't like that kind of noise. And then the rest of this stuff has to be is going to have to be grinded out until it matches. So as you can see, or I don't know if you can see, but anyway, it's super high. It's super high. So I wish I had my tape measure, but anyway, it's super high. It's gonna be hard for you to really see it, but let me try to open this door again, and then maybe you can see. So anyway, that has to be fixed. And then if you look over at, well, let me see. Let me put this thing down. Just with it being down, it's probably gonna be hard for you to see. There's like a lot of space in between there to signal that it's too high. And then let me put this in the center of the thing. Let's see. And if you look at the center of it, it's off. And that doesn't stop, it just continues. So it's level there, but it's off up there. And so it's level there, but you can see like some major, space. So we have that, and then look over here. That has to come up. Oh my gosh. Anyway, needless to say, we got work to do in here. So I will be pointing all of these things out to the concrete guy. So, oh, sorry, I need to grab my level. Okay, so I have the brickwork, I have the concrete, and then I have one more piece of concrete that I'm walking up to now. So this little windy piece of concrete right here, it is on the road to nowhere. And then if you can see here, the form starts here and over here. Well, right here, you see a big gaping issue. Okay, this is obviously, you can see the old from the new because the old is dirty, and then you see the new. All right, so the new part didn't get brushed. There's a big gaping hole. And then down here, this finish is, I think, let's see. You see that finish? It's a no thank you for me. So just look up towards the form, and so we'll have to have a discussion about this. And then here, where it comes together, we see all sorts of bricks. So whenever the concrete guy comes back, I've already talked to him a little bit about the concrete in the other part, and we've decided to grind that part down. But we've also got to fix this. This has one job, and that job is to look good, right? So we already have one transition from this brick, which is this concrete, which is gonna be a little bit more worn, to this concrete, to this, which looks extra makeshift, right? But if the goal is for it to be, look aesthetically pleasing, then this didn't make the mark. So I started this channel to show y'all about what it's gonna be like to flip my first house, to discuss the good, bad, and the ugly, but also there's gonna be, relationship building, showing people what's possible, and making huge amounts of profits. So this week has more, it's gonna spark some harder conversations going into next week, but that's part of it. And so I'll get this all taken care of, and I will keep you posted. So back up there to that front part, that sidewalk, I'm probably gonna ask him to break that up and put it right over there in the dumpster. For this part, the goal is to grind it down, and the goal of this is to grind it down until it's satisfactory for the floor guy to put in the LVP, the laminate vinyl planks, I think. Okay. And the goal for this piece is to put it back like it was, just make it flush. And I think, again, like I said, if they put that guide back up there, they should be able to achieve that. Now let me know what you think about that. I have been known to be very meticulous and just like, with a lot of attention to detail, and I don't think I'm being too picky about asking for these things to be done. Like on this thing, the next guy can't even work, because this weekend, or this past weekend, I was supposed to have this roof to go up, and I was supposed to have my frame in place back. So it's going to be a very busy weekend over here, and it's ghost town, all because the foundation isn't right. So once we get the foundation under control, we can go to the next step. I want to say thank you so much for watching my video. If you didn't hit the like button on the way in, make sure to hit the like button on the way out, and I will keep you posted on all of the high concrete, the shoulder leaning wall, and all of the things. See you in the next one. Bye.